Hey guys, thanks for clicking on my video. My name's Jen and today I'm going to be sharing 10 tips and habits that have helped me lose 25 pounds within the past year. Now before we get into the tips, I just want to share I'm not a health expert, I'm not a nutritionist, a doctor, anything like that. I'm just somebody who has struggled with my weight pretty much as long as I can remember. I think second or third grade is the first time I really was focusing on my weight and thinking that I had a bigger body and trying to lose some weight. I have had some pretty substantial weight loss and weight gain in my life. I lost about 50 pounds back in 2020 and gained all of it and then some back because the habits weren't sustainable. So over the past year, I've been focused on finding healthy, sustainable things that can incorporate into my life. So just to give you guys some numbers, I was about 219 pounds September of last year. I am right around 194 right now. So I've lost about 25 pounds and have kept it off in the past year. I do still have some more weight I would like to lose. I'd love to be back in the 170s, but wanted to just share with you guys the 10 tips and habits I've been able to incorporate to lose the first 25 pounds. So let's go ahead and get into the 10 things that I've been doing. The first thing I do is every single day, I start my day by weighing myself. Now, I know that this is not everybody's cup of tea, but for me, out of sight, out of mind is so real. And I find that when I just weigh myself daily, regardless of what I did, what I ate the day before, it just keeps the number in my head and it's harder to be unaware of what's going on with my body. So I do start every single morning by weighing myself. I don't have some sort of master log where I'm keeping track of every weight, but I just like to see the number and start my day with it in mind. Tip number 2 is to shop the perimeter of the grocery store. Produce, vegetables, dairy, meat, these things are typically around the outside of the store, and the more processed foods are typically in the aisles. Now, obviously, I do go into the aisles for stuff like rice. We eat a lot of crackers here for charcuterie boards, so I am still in the aisles at some point, but really focusing on first filling up your cart by going around the outside of the grocery store so that you have more produce, meats, cheeses. It's a really simple change and it has helped a lot. My third tip, everyone knows you need to drink more water, but for me, my third tip is always have a water bottle with a straw on me. I have found that if I have a cup that has a straw with it, I will drink so much water, and it's not something I'm consciously trying to focus on. I just have my Yeti that has a straw in it. I literally swear by it. It's behind the camera right now, and it has helped me take in so much more water, which is obviously good to hit your health goals. For my fourth tip, I always have a protein bar on me. I personally am obsessed with Quest protein bars. If you guys have seen any of my other videos, you know that the s'mores flavor of the bar is like my kryptonite. So I always have them on me. If you're out and about, or if you're at work and you're really hungry, I just like to be prepared and have that protein bar. Otherwise, I'll turn to something else. I'll go to a vending machine. I'll do something that's easy and accessible, which usually isn't the healthiest option. So I just think, for me personally, having a protein bar that is a healthier option than what else I could grab has been really helpful. So my fifth tip is to walk more. Now, there's a ton of exercises you could do. You could take fitness classes, you could get apps, you can use YouTube, which I think is all very great and very helpful when it comes to a fitness or healthy journey. But for me, just incorporating more walking has really helped take off a lot of the weight. If you've seen some of my other videos, you know that I got a walking pad at the start of this year, and I am seriously obsessed with it. Like, it is my favorite thing by far. I have a desk job, so for 40 hours a week, I could just be sitting at my desk. And for the 2 days a week that I work from home, I have a walking pad and get in a lot of steps throughout the day while I'm sending emails. I'm not going at a crazy speed or anything like that, but it is so easy to just incorporate some more walking when you would otherwise just be sitting, and it has been extremely helpful. Tip number 6 is to look up calories in food and meals. Now, I know some people are really against tracking, and I don't think you need to be really meticulous with every single calorie you're having. Like if you're chewing a stick of gum, I think don't worry about it. I think that can be kind of borderline of, maybe taking things a little too far. But for me, just looking up how many calories are in a food, a meal, stuff like that has been really helpful and just had me more aware of what I'm actually consuming. So if I'm going to a restaurant, for instance, I like to look up the calories beforehand of the meal I'm thinking. And if you see, hey, this burger was 800 calories, maybe you go for a Caesar wrap, which is 600 calories. And just having little mindful changes like that can really add up in days, weeks, and months of just swapping to slightly lower calorie options. Tip number 7 is to wash and cut your fruits and vegetables as soon as you get home from the grocery store. Now, I know after you go grocery shopping, you may not want to come home and immediately start prepping, but what I've found is that if I have fruits and vegetables prepped and just ready to grab for an easy snack, I am way more likely to eat them than grab something else. Because when you're hungry, when you want a snack, when you come home from work, you're tired, whatever it is, for me, the last thing I want to do is wash, peel carrots, chop them up, and then eat them. I want to grab something quickly and just be on my way. So I like to do this, and I've noticed, 1, I eat a lot more fruits and vegetables, but 2, I have a lot less going to waste. It's not that I'm putting something in the back of my fridge and then finding it once it's spoiled and throwing it away. Just keep it prepped, and it'll be way more likely to be something you gravitate towards. Tip number 8 is to track your steps and activity levels. I have an Apple Watch. It is an older version, but I really love it because it'll keep you on track and just let you know where you stand throughout the day. For me, I find that it's really helpful getting notifications of you're behind where you usually are with your step goals or you're ahead of them, and it just keeps me accountable and lets me know when I need to get some more activity throughout the day. Tip number 9 is that you can eat anything you want, but you can't eat everything you want. So for me, I have not cut out any foods, any drinks, anything. But I keep in mind that if I eat everything I want, I'm going to just stay the same and I'm not going to hit my goals. So if I get around to dinner time and I think, I really want a glass of wine with dinner, I'd love to have pasta, and I want dessert. Okay, I'm not gonna have all of those. Maybe I have a glass of wine with dinner, I have a little bit of pasta, but I pair it with vegetables, and I skip dessert. So I can't have every single thing that I want, but I've not cut anything out. And I find that if I'm not restricting things, it's just helped my relationship with food. For my 10th and final tip that's helped with my weight loss, it is communicating your goals. Now, sharing your goals, I think, is so important because it keeps you accountable and it lets other people in your life know what you're focused on and what's a priority. If you constantly have a partner, a friend, whoever that's asking you to always go out to eat or is always bringing you dessert or, grabbing donuts every morning, that's going to be really hard to keep and maintain any sort of healthy habits. But if you communicate these goals, other people around you can know what's important and they can help. I think it's so important to have a good support system around you. Now, I'm not saying you need to make your partner or friends be on the same sort of diet or plan that you're on, but just having them know what you're focused on, I think could really, really help. I've obviously chosen to share a lot of what I'm doing on YouTube, and I found a community here, which I love, so thank you so much if you've been a part of that community and have been here for support. But if you don't want to do it publicly, I think just a partner or friend that you trust and that is supportive, it's so important to share your goals with them. Well, there you have it. Those were the 10 tips and habits that I've incorporated that have helped me lose 25 pounds and keep it off in under a year. If you have any questions about any of these tips or habits, please leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. If you're interested in seeing some of the other videos I've made, I have quite a few on my channel. I absolutely love making and posting YouTube videos, and I find it very helpful to see what other people are up to help my weight and fitness journey. So if you're the same, please consider hitting the subscribe button. I'd love to have you as part of the community, and hopefully we will be back soon with a 50-pound weight loss update. But until then, I will see you guys next time. Bye.